It's y'all's favorite time of the week. It is time for another Ash Trevino update. Y'all know that I am like low-key back to like weekly updates of Ash Trevino because recently she's just been in auto drama once again. By the way, okay, I literally just saw actually last night at the time of me filming this video, which actually you guys are probably seeing this a little bit late because I'm going on another cruise, y'all. So actually when you guys are watching this, I'm probably on another cruise right now. This one's only just a little 3-day one. And by the way, okay, because a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, like how do you afford to always be traveling? If you guys, I know it's been a while, obviously, and I kind of like abandoned my travel channel. But if you guys have seen my travel channel before, like, y'all, my mom likes to gamble, and low-key, I just hop along with her because she gets free cruises. Like, literally, all I have to do is pay the tax, which on a, like, 7-day cruise, like, the tax on it is, like, 150 bucks. Like, that's literally it, and it's, like, all-inclusive. Like, I'm talking drinks included, food included, like, everything's literally included. So, I always get a lot of people like, oh my gosh, girl, how do you afford to travel this much? And I'm just like, y'all be hopping on these free little cruises over here. So, anyways, you guys are probably seeing this a little bit late, but I do have to say, last night at the time of me filming this video, I saw another clip of her saying that she was giving up TikTok once again because she said it's just way too negative for her. So she is going to be only going live on Instagram, and then she'll obviously be posting on Snapchat. And I gotta keep it real with you guys. I don't know what to believe when it comes down with her and TikTok, because honestly, a lot of people are like, oh no, her account got banned once again. But I don't know what to believe, y'all, because I literally was trying to find her username on there to see which account is legitimately, oh my gosh, I said that weird, legitimately hers, because I just feel like there's one too many, like, you know, fake accounts pretending to be Ash Trevino. And y'all, if you guys actually look up on TikTok, there's like, I want to say probably like 3 accounts that have like over 100,000 followers. So I'm like, I don't know what is like, you know, her real account. And low-key, y'all, I'm gonna be so honest with you guys, this is what I get for being dumb. I was scrolling through my For You page, right, and I had saw that she was actually on live probably about a week ago, maybe 10 days ago. And I'm gonna be so for with you guys, like, low-key, I can't like stand to watch a whole live of hers. Like, I've seen her on live before, and I'll watch for maybe 5 minutes, that's about it. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, get me out of here, because honestly, I really do feel like I'm losing brain cells whenever I watch her stuff. And y'all, I gotta keep it with you guys. Yes, I am all up in her drama. Yes, I do watch all of her clips, but they're posted by other people. So every time that I post a, like, you know, TikTok clip or something like that, it's from somebody else, like screen recording. Like, I've never like done the screen recording myself because I don't have the patience. I know that sounds like really, really rude, but honestly, y'all, like, there was one time that I watched her on live when she was like super, super popular, just because I was like, oh my gosh, let me see the messiness. And I was like, oh no, like, I just can't watch this. Like, I'm like, she is just so, like, she's just something else, y'all. We have a few different topics to talk about, okay? Oh, by the way, can I just tell you guys this? Speaking of her, like, going on Snapchat, apparently people were saying that, like, Snapchat pays the big bucks. So I guess that's why she's always on Snapchat, which, by the way, I think I had told you guys before, I still do follow her on her Snapchat account. But, like, I don't know, I don't feel like she really, you know, talks too much on there. It's mostly just, like, dumb selfies and just, like, little clips, you know what I'm saying? By the way, like, she had even said, she posted this clip, and I was thinking about adding it to today's video because I was like, what is wrong with her? She was like basically going over a list of saying like God comes first in her life, and then Uncle Fester, and then herself, which I was like, oh my god, y'all, like, what's wrong with her? And I do have to say, like, I was a little bit thrown off that I was like, did I just watch this right now? Because, like, don't you think, if anything, like, wouldn't you say, like, okay, God comes first, then my kids? Do you know what I mean? But I was like, oh no, like, she didn't. Like, I was like, okay, something's just wrong with this girl. Anyways, y'all, there's a couple different things that I want to talk about. The first thing that we're going to be talking about is she is speaking out about Santos, and she's making some very serious allegations. But I do gotta keep it real with you guys. Like, these allegations have been made before. It's about him, you know, hitting that white powder, hitting it that white girl. Y'all, okay, I don't know where you guys grew up, but maybe over here in California, like, when I was growing up, we would just call it white girl. Like, that was just the name of it. And I don't know what they call it these days, but what do they call it these days? They call it the snow, I guess, hitting the ski slopes. Like, y'all catch my drift, okay? Like, literally, I just remember back in the day, like, E40 and Too Short, like, literally was just known as, like, white girl. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, people have made these allegations before about Santos, which I gotta keep it with you guys. I don't think this is anything new over here, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I do gotta say, like, I find it to just be very hypocritical of, like, Ash Trevino always talking about Brianna Olsen and Santos, which is so crazy because recently, over the past, like, I would say maybe 2 months, Brianna Olsen and Santos have not talked about her whatsoever, like, literally at all. Like, as soon as they had like got Brianna's like main account banned for her going live with Ash Trevino, like, I feel like ever since then she's like, you know what, I don't even want to talk about her, and they don't talk about her whatsoever. But still, Ash Trevino is over here talking about them, and y'all know things are like obviously way up in the air with their pregnancy. I am just really baffled myself. I'm like over here like, I don't even know what to believe anymore with him, but I do have to say this, like, if he's out there doing some snow, I don't think that's really appropriate. Obviously, they haven't hung out in a couple months, but you guys are going to hear from this clip that I'm going to play for you guys that she's saying, like, oh, I've seen it myself. Like, he literally will always go to the bathroom and he'll, do this. And if you guys don't recall, okay, when he had went on to Camilla's, y'all, I need to learn how to say her last name because, like I said before, like I'm pretty sure it's Arujo. I am a pretty damn sure because that's what I did on the little Google Translate, and being that she is Brazilian, I'm pretty sure it's Arujo. But I don't want to be saying it wrong. Like y'all know, I was saying compilation wrong for like my whole entire life. Honestly, y'all can't. Oh, by the way, okay, ADD today. I like honestly, my ADD is really really bad today because like low key, I'm literally in the middle of packing right now, and then also on top of that too, I just drank an energy drink, so I'm like thinking about the things that I need to pack, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta film some videos before I go. I have to say this, the whole reason about me saying compilation, because I was like, okay, y'all, because it has like the word like pile in it. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, compilation, like it's compiling everything together. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people weren't really understanding as to why I would always, pronounce it compilation rather than compilation. And I hope that makes sense because in my brain, which, yes, I know I'm slow. I am a high school dropout. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I always like to keep it real over here because, yeah, I am not the most educated person in the world. And I sit over here and I'm like, oh, like it has like pile inside of it. So like compilation, and it's compiling all of the clips and putting it into one. That was literally my train of thought on it, right? So that's why I'm like compilation. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Which I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense to y'all. Anyways, I want to go ahead and start this off by playing this first clip to where she is talking about Santos, and I'm like, y'all, nothing new here. I'm just saying it's an allegation, so that way I don't get sued, but these allegations have been out there for a while. Check this out.
And I think he was Santos' friend or whatever. And he literally was like telling y'all that Santo loved that, I tried to tell y'all that too, but y'all didn't believe me. Y'all said I was jealous. Y'all said I hated him, blah, blah, blah. But I'm literally telling y'all, he would go to the restroom every few minutes to him and Brie, bro. Like, y'all have to hear from other people for y'all to believe it. It's crazy. When I actually seen it done. That's why I'm like, y'all are weird. Like, I'm glad that somebody else confirmed it because, like, I'm glad somebody else confirmed it.
So there y'all saw her saying right there that Santos was hitting them ski slopes. And I gotta keep it real with you guys. Normally, I would not really believe, too much out of Ash Trevino's mouth because let's go ahead and keep it real. Like, she has been caught in so many lies and she just fabricates so many different stories. Like, she definitely seems like, and I wonder if you guys, like, I was thinking about this the other day. I wonder if you guys all have had a girl in your, like, high school or even middle school who just made up so many stories. Like, honestly, y'all, I went to school with a girl who literally swore up and down that her uncle was Snoop Dogg just because, like, we went to school in Long Beach and he's from Long Beach, and she would swear up and down, and she had like one picture of him, so she had the whole school believing that it was that he was her uncle. And then she literally one time was even saying too that she was gonna be in, like, I forget which movie that was popular at the time, y'all. I don't know. It was before Mean Girls. I don't remember what it was, but like she just would lie about so many different things, and that's what Ash Trevino reminds me of. And then I was like, oh my gosh, talking to my other homegirls from a different high school, and it's like everybody would always just have like one or maybe two girls from each middle school or high school that they went to that just make up so many stories, and it's just like you don't ever know what to believe. And I feel like low-key, that's Ash Trevino, because I'm like 9 times out of 10, I'm like, girl, I can't believe anything that's coming out of your mouth because you make up so much shit. But then I'm like, low-key, these allegations have been made by so many different people before when it comes down to Santos. So once again, I'm saying it's allegation, okay? Because I guess technically that could be, defamation. You know what's so crazy, y'all? Recently, I've been diving into like a deep hole of like defamation because obviously, like, look, I've never been sued before. However, maybe it is something that I should be educated about, being that I do commentary videos. And I was like, y'all, from what I have read, it seems extremely difficult to win a defamation lawsuit because according to what I was reading, okay, which obviously I didn't speak with a lawyer directly, so I don't know, but from what I was Googling and what I was even looking up on Grok, because I like to look at like all different AIs, because honestly, y'all, I really do feel like AIs are like low-key biased. It depends upon who, who's like planting the main seed of these AIs. Call me a conspiracy theorist, I don't care, but I like to look at different ones to see like what the general answers are. And from what I was like looking up on different AIs, I was like, oh, low-key, it seems that you would have to prove. So say for example, if I got out here and I was, by the way, this is a hypothetical here, okay, this is a fake allegation, okay, if I were to get up on the internet and say, oh, Santos is, hitting the ski slopes and he's doing, some Johnny Blow, and then he were to like sue me for defamation, like he would have to prove that he's never done that. And how would you prove that he's never done that? Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, low-key, it seems really hard to win a defamation case. This is why I always see a lot of people end up dropping their defamation cases. Anyways, y'all, getting into the next little topic over here. By the way, I apologize for my ADD today, y'all. Like, I really have realized, like, sometimes it's really bad. And I know when I watch back my videos, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, bitch, you are jumping all over the place. So I do apologize, y'all. But today, I got a lot going on in my brain. Anyways, y'all, the next topic here is that Ash Trevino is going to... supposedly be giving up alcohol. She says that she's realized that she's actually a really mean drunk, and she says that she's blaming alcohol on her being a little bit more chunky, for her having a little bit of a beer belly. And I'm like, girl, I am so sorry. Can I be real with you guys, okay? Because so many people have asked me, like, how throughout all the years, because y'all, if you guys have been following me for quite some time, I've been on the internet now for like damn near 10 years. At my highest, I was 300. I'm currently like at my lowest right now, which I'm 219 pounds right now, okay? And you know what's so crazy? Like, I always fluctuate up and down, but everybody always asks me, because every time I go live, y'all know I like to sip on a little bit of a drink, you know, and everyone's like, wait, like, how do you, like, lose weight while still drinking? And I'm like, well, I still maintain my calorie deficit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I still obviously count my calories and say, for example, I'm very cautious with the, you know, beverages that I'm going to be having. Like, if I'm gonna, like, try to get something, you know, really skinny, then I'm gonna have me, like, a little tequila and soda water, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna have a seltzer, 100 calories, you know, no sugar, things like that. So I gotta keep it real with you guys. Like, I get a little frustrated when people like sit over there and they just blame alcohol, when I'm like, y'all, let's go ahead and keep it real here. And I'm not even being judgmental whatsoever, because y'all know I've openly said before, low-key, sometimes I really do think that I have a food addiction, like, straight up. Like, honestly, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why can't I just like put the food down? So I'm not judging nobody here, but I'm like, y'all, every single time that we see clips of Ash Trevino, she is literally eating junk food. Like, she's eating bean dip with hot Cheetos, like literally the worst of worst things. So I'm just kind of like, maybe I would give up a little bit more than just the alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, girl, like, you ain't gonna be losing weight over here, you know, just from giving up some beer, when it's like, realistically, girl, you're over here eating tacos every day, and you're over here eating hot Cheetos and bean dip every day. And y'all, that like bean dip and cheese dip is very caloric, you know, or caloric, or however the hell you say it. It's very high in calories, okay? So I'm just kind of like, girl, you need to go ahead and give it up. But I'm gonna play 3 different clips, like, back to back to back, because you guys are going to hear her say that she says that she's a mean drunk, so she wants to go ahead and give it up. And then also because of her beer belly too. And then somebody, y'all, I love how people are so damn messy. Somebody within her chat was like, have a Dos Equis. And she's like, oh no, I'm giving up drinking. And I gave away my alcohol. I don't have any more in the house. I'm like, okay, girl, we'll see how long this lasts. Check it out.
You know, honestly, I've noticed whenever I'm intoxicated, I'm a really mean person. I have burned a lot of bridges being that person, and I don't want to continue that with my kids. Exactly. Like, I freaking, like, you know, my babies are my world, and I hate not having them. I have actually, don't believe me, but y'all don't have to, because I know y'all aren't, but I have lost a couple of pounds. I don't eat like I used to. I only eat 1 meal a day. It sucks. I've been drinking a lot more water. I'm trying to stay away from the alcohol, because I know that that's where I got my beer belly from. Drink a Dos Equis. I don't have no alcohol. I actually gave my last alcohol away today, so I don't have any.
Low-key, I do gotta keep it real with you guys, though. Like, I do kind of hope that she gives up alcohol, because I have definitely noticed whenever I make the messiest of messy videos about Ash Trevino, I always could tell that she's tipsy. If you guys do not recall when she was getting married to that guy, Junior, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm like low-key traumatized by that clip, where I was like, oh my gosh, why is she all up on this man in front of her dad, in front of her kids, and like her booty cheeks were out? Like, I was just like, oh my god, you could clearly tell that she was tipsy. But I just always feel like that's never really like a justification, because I feel like us as adults, if you act a certain way when you're tipsy, people obviously have been around you and told you you act a certain way, or you've seen clips like her. I'm sure she's seeing numerous amounts of clips of herself when she's tipsy, how she acts out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's up to you to either be like, okay, I need to tone down my drinking, or I need to change my, you know, my attitude or whatever. Like, but I do have to say this, though. I feel like people who, you know, get angry when they are drunk, or just say a whole bunch of like outlandish things when they're drunk, it's kind of like, you got to figure out something in your sober mind, because there's obviously something a little bit there. Because I got to keep it real with you guys, and everybody, I swear to God, everybody points this out about me, that like I am literally the nicest tipsy person. Like, I become almost too nice. Like, y'all, I'm not exaggerating to you guys. Like, if I'm at a bar or whatever and I'm completely sober and somebody steps on my shoe, I'm ready to fight, okay? Well, I'm tipsy, if they step on my shoe, and it could be a brand new damn shoe, and I'll be sitting over there like, it's it's okay, girl. Like, I'm gonna clean it up tomorrow. No problem. Like, literally, I'm like over there. I'm the one apologizing. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My feet are big. Like, you know what I mean? I am so overly nice. So I'm just kind of like, oh, maybe people who get a little bit angry or aggressive or whatever, like Ash Trevino, because we've seen it time and time again. It's like, okay, simmer down on the drinking. Anyways, y'all, one other thing that I do want to go ahead and talk about right here is that there was a rumor going around the internet that her daughter Haley was pregnant, and she's clearing up that rumor and saying that it is not true. And I gotta say, y'all, I don't know. I guess people were piecing together these allegations because you guys are going to see when it comes down to Ash Trevino finally buying her damn daughter a bed, which low-key, I feel like this is breaking news. You guys are going to see that the older daughter is not going to be living with her, only the younger daughter, which I kind of found to be a little bit weird because I thought they were like super close. So I'm like, oh, I wonder why the older daughter wouldn't go to, live with her. And then I don't know, the speculation, or not speculation, this rumor came up out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, damn, maybe that's why. Maybe like, oh, she's going to stay with the grandparents because they could help out more. But I don't know. She cleared up this rumor. And honestly, y'all, I don't even know where the hell this rumor came from, but check it out.
And also, it came to my attention by a couple of people that this girl on here, hey love, this girl on here is actually saying that my daughter is, and she's not. Okay. The baby stuff that I had bought was for a baby shower this weekend that I went to.
There y'all saw from right there, she is saying that her daughter is not pregnant. And y'all, I'm really hoping that that's definitely not the case, because I'm hoping that her girls don't come out to be like her, because y'all know that she had kids young, and I just really do feel like that stunted her mental growth. I really do feel like she's trapped in those like teen years of her life, and she's just like not growing up. So I'm really hoping that they like, break that like little, generational characteristic over there of just being a hot mess, because we know that Ash Trevino is a hot damn mess, and she is super irresponsible. Okay, so I'm really hoping that they don't come out like that, you know what I mean? And speaking of Ash Trevino being very irresponsible, as you guys know, it has been an ongoing thing for, I don't know, I would say at least the last, I don't know, maybe 11 months now, that her daughters do not have a bed. When they lived with her, they were sleeping on an air mattress before. Even Santos had confirmed this, and like there were like people posting pictures or whatever of like the air mattresses that the daughter would sleep on, and one even had a hole and it had duct tape over it. Like, it was just a whole hell of a mess. Well, she finally bought her daughter a bed, and I gotta keep it real with you guys. I'm so curious to know if like Heffa's gonna come out of here and be like, oh, that's the bed that I bought her. Because if you guys don't remember, even Heffa had said like, oh, I ordered on Amazon them a bed, and then she tried to say that she never got it. But you know what's so crazy, if you guys don't remember that, actually, is that Heffa actually put the screenshot out there that it was delivered to her house. Okay, like she really did put the receipts out there, and it was the big old bed thing. Like, you could tell that it was in the box and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, like it was really posted. So I'm like low-key curious over here that I'm like, oh my gosh, Ash Trevino finally got her daughters a bed. But then I'm like, maybe it's the bed that Heffa got them. I don't really know. Check it out.
Finally got the beds together with the LED lights.
There y'all see it from right there. Ash Trevino finally got her daughter, well, just one of them, a bed. I'm sure that the other daughter has a bed at the grandparents' house. Obviously, that's probably why she wants to stay there. Maybe because she's a little bit more old. She's like, oh, I don't want to go around my mom because she's like a hot mess. I don't really know, but I do find that to be a little peculiar. But I'm saying, hey, you know what? At least Ash Trevino finally got her own place again now, and she does have a bedroom for her daughter with a bed, with a legitimate bed. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, y'all, I don't know. I don't want to be too hopeful over here, but maybe Ash Trevino is, not gonna be a hot mess any longer. Because, like, if she gives up alcohol, if she's, like, over here, trying to, be a better mom and have her daughter there, like, I don't know. Maybe this is a good sign. I don't really know, but y'all know me. I'm just way too optimistic. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.